Hey guys, I've been a little busy the past few days setting up my 2022 LEGO Star Wars collection. It has been 3 years since I last did a LEGO Star Wars collection video, and since that last one, the collection has grown a lot. As you can see, it is taking up a lot more space than my previous collection video, and a ton more space than my first collection video that I did back in 2016, which I might link to right about now. As for numbers, I have 273 LEGO Star Wars sets, give or take like 5, because counting this was kind of difficult, so I wouldn't be surprised if I missed 1 or 2. And as for minifigures, I have 1,020, which interestingly enough is exactly double the amount that I had in my 2016 collection. And for the first time, I've included my small sealed collection, so you can see those sets as well. And without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you my collection. So starting in the front left, I have 2 Millennium Falcons, the Episode 9 one and the Solo one. And then moving right along into the Rebels, you can see that I have the original B-Wing and X-Wing from 2012, the original X-Wing and the new X-Wing from 2021, 2 Snowspeeders, 2 A-Wings, a U-Wing, and 2 versions of the Y-Wing, and sprinkled in between all of these larger vehicles, I can have smaller side builds from sets. You can see there's some battle pack builds squeezed in here. I'm not going to go ahead and name everything that you see here because I want to try to keep this video at a somewhat reasonable length, but I will make sure to show you everything at least so you can see what's in the collection. And the last Rebel craft that I have is the Phantom 2 chilling back there. And that's right next to my small Resistance army, which is just a Y-Wing, an A-Wing, the very cool Resistance Bomber, and 2 of the Resistance battle packs. And moving into the Empire, in the front, you can see I have a bunch of battle packs, such as this Rebels one from 2015, and the super cool Battlefront battle pack from 2015. Also the Solo battle pack, which I really like, and that super cool new probe droid. The original Snowtrooper battle pack, and then standing up above that is the new Hoth ATST, followed by the Rogue One ATST and an ATDP. And along the side we have the Convey-X transport from Solo, and that right there is an Imperial V-Wing. And right in there next to Tow Mater is the Imperial transport from the Mandalorian. And then sitting on the Battle of Scarif, we have both Imperial dropships and that weird Shadow Trooper battle pack. This is the TIE Striker, a set from Rogue One that I really do love. And then 2 versions of the TIE Fighter. This is the 2018 Solo version and the 2012 version, which I got at an antique shop for about $20 with I think half the figures. So that was a pretty good deal, and happy to have that in the collection. 2 of the amazing Imperial battle pack that came with the Death Troopers. Absolutely love that set. And then this is the Death Star Duel from 2020. Never got the originals, so even though pretty much a straight re-release is kind of weird these days, I was happy to get a chance to get this set. And over on this side we have the AT Hauler from Solo, Moff Gideon's cruiser, which is a great looking capital ship, the Hover Tank from Rogue One, and right there is just 3 generic Imperial speeders. There's the Inferno Squad battle pack, that is Crosshair speeder bike. And then just a little bit of First Order stuff. We have the weird speeder from Episode 9, the Praetorian battle pack, a weird battle pack build, Kylo Ren's command shuttle, both versions. I really like that new one, the old one not so much. 2 of the original First Order battle pack, the Specialist battle pack right there, and the First Order transporter, the First Order TIE Fighter, and the First Order Snowspeeder. And that Snowspeeder was the first ever sequel trilogy set that I got on Force Friday, all the way back in 2015, which is 7 years ago now. Gee whiz. And up here next to this cat thing is a few more Imperial things. So this is Krennic Shuttle, a gorgeous set. Another gorgeous set's the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium from 2015. And an absolutely gorgeous model, the 2020 AT-AT. This, I went to like, I want to say it's like 19 different stores, not different stores, but I made 19 trips to various stores to find some Summer 2020 sets, and this is one of the 2 that I wound up walking away with. And this one in the back here is the Imperial Landing Craft from 2007. It is missing pieces, and it is also glued together, and I paid $50 for it. Don't ask why I paid $50 for it, but I did, and I hate that I did, but I own it now, and that makes me sad. Alright, next up is the Republic, and this is probably my favorite portion of the collection, so I'm really excited for this. Up in the front, well, this is probably my least favorite, one of my least favorite things, the Geonosian Walker from the Geonosis Battle Pack in 2015. It just looks weird. Two of the Battle Pack Swamp Speeders from 2014, the other two are on this side. And four of the Clone Command Center Battle Packs. This was one of the first sets that I actually bought multiples of, so it kind of holds a special place in my heart, even if the Droidicas aren't the best. This is a relatively recent addition to the collection, wasn't here last time. This is the 2009 Y-Wing. I paid $150 for this. It was not sealed, unfortunately, but did come with the box. So a very cool set that I'm happy to have. And then five of the new, like, Clone Trooper minifig pack thing. I don't know if I'll get more than five, because I'm pretty sure that limit is for life on Lego.com. But it is a very cool set, even if the price isn't my favorite thing in the world. Both versions of the gray ATRT. This one I got on eBay a bunch of years back now at this point, but it was right before school, and I won an auction right as it was ending, and I was super excited the whole day because I just got this set. And then this is the 20th anniversary one, which is pretty cool. Z95 Headhunter chilling against the table right there. Pretty much the only way I was going to fit it in. And then right here is the 2010 Swamp Speeder, a very cool set, and unfortunately it is missing a cannon, but I definitely have that piece somewhere. And two smaller ATRTs. This one came with the 2016 Turbo Tank, and I just modified the gun. And this one is from an old Brickmaster set. Alright, then next is the Bark Speeder with Sidecar from 2013. Remember getting this one for Easter, and I was so excited, like the months leading up to it, I just could not wait to get this set. And then in front of that, we have six of the 501st Battle Packs. There are the Speeders, there are the Walkers. And behind those are the 2013 501st ATRTs. Bought these just for the 501st Clone Trooper. Along with that Battle Pack that we saw earlier, this is the other set that was like the first that I bought multiples of. And then I skipped over the ATTE. Absolutely love this set and looking forward to the new one. 2014 ATAP, did not get the 2019 one because this one is already pretty perfect. And then here is the Republic Frigate from 2011, the first big set that I got and still one of my favorites in my collection. Battle on Slukamai Speeder, I hate it. Two of the 2011 Battle Packs, and this is from Battle of Geonosis. This is a very recent addition to the collection, got this just a few weeks ago for $100 at a local antique store. This is the Republic Attack Shuttle, came with all the minifigs and was only missing like two pieces that I had. So pretty happy with this set. It was the first time that I'd ever seen it in person, so I just thought that I kind of had to buy it at that point. And I'm very happy that I did, because it is a very nice set. And then here's the 2013 Republic Gunship, absolutely gorgeous. Two of the original, not 501st Battle Packs, two of the original Clone Battle Packs, honestly still one of the best Battle Packs to this day. 2017 Republic Fighter Tank and the weird-looking 2022 version. I hate this piece being used here. It is just not good. 2016 Turbo Tank that I've modified a decent bit, I'll say. So you can see I could change the sides, change a lot of stuff on top. 2014 AB7 Cannon. Absolutely love that set. Three of the Clone Walker Battle Packs. Another stellar battle pack right there. And then this is the Freako Speeder, which I got sealed at a used toy store. So that was a very cool find a lot of years ago now, probably more like 2015 at this point. And then this is the 2006 V-Wing. And this guy I got on eBay auction. And I paid a penny for it. For 6 days, I was the only bidder, so it stayed at 1 cent. Shipping was $4 and was missing like 2 pieces, but for a penny for the actual set, pretty good deal. And then back here we have Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter, Anakin's Jedi Starfighter from 2018, and Saesee Tinn's Jedi Starfighter, and then Yoda's Interceptors back there, the 2005 Anakin's Interceptor, 2020 Anakin's Interceptor, and Obi-Wan's Interceptor, which I absolutely love. And back on the side there we have the Bad Batch Shuttle, and 2 Battle Pack Cannons, the Coruscant Police Gunship, and then back there is Palpatine's Arrest with that awful Battle Pack build from 2018. Then over here on the side we have 2 Dwarf Spider Droids and 3 different droid carriers. That Battle Pack is again one of the best Battle Packs that there is. 2014 MTT next to the 2014 Vulture Droid. The Neimoidian Shuttle, 9 of the Utapau Troopers Battle Pack. I bought a ton of these back in the day. Absolutely loved the 212 minifigs. There's a few stats scattered around the Malevolence right here, which was another one of my first big sets. A small Vulture Droid from 2005. And right in front of me are 2 Corporate Alliance tank droids, the 2009 and 2013 models. The 2013 Homing Spider Droid, which had the terrible design for the legs, but I followed Jang's advice and switched out the pins, so now it's just mildly infuriating. Yeah, there's nothing else back there, and then we have my AATs. So this right here is the original one. This is the 2009 one, which I have mostly pieced back together. It's still missing stickers, and the cannon isn't 100% right, and the thing inside isn't 100% right, and the fuel cells on the side aren't 100% right, and the top is the wrong color gray. But it's better than it was 3 years ago in the last collection video, so you know what, I'll take it as a win. 2015 AAT, always wished I got a second one of these, so I could have like one on each side of my MTT, but it's still a cool set. And 2 of the new AATs. Yeah, I don't like it. One of them is like slightly modified. This one, the cannon is a bit shorter. But yeah, I don't like this. I got one from a friend. That's why I have 2. Otherwise, I would not. And honestly, if the figures weren't so good, I probably wouldn't even have any at all. And then this right here is the Battle on Geonosis cannon. Absolutely adore this. This was another one. I think my friend was really hyping it up, so I just got like hyped up with them, and then eventually got this at my first trip to a LEGO store back in 2012, I want to say it was. And then 2 droid gunships from 2019. Got, again, just like the ATs, got one of these from a friend, so very thankful for that. I did pay him, but like he offered it to me, so I'm thankful for that. And then here is the 2010 Tri-Fighter, the original Grievous's Starfighter, or the Soulless One, if you're cool. Right here is the 2014 Grievous's Wheelbike, a pretty cool set. And then here is the Hyena Bomber, which I got at a yard sale for like $9. And underneath are just 2 Battle Pack speeders. And then here there's 2 more speeders, just a mess of Geonosis stuff. The original Sith Infiltrator, which is kind of ugly, but also kind of cool. The Sith Night Speeder from the Clone Wars. The Anakin vs. Obi-Wan set, I don't remember what it's called, but that is Mustafar right there. 2 of the Mandalorian Battle Packs, and then one of the newer ones back there. The newer Mandalorian Starfighter, a beautiful set. Rey's Speeder, the Mandalorian Forge. What else is back here? The Pasana Speeder Chase. Let's see, another speeder from the Bad Batch shuttle, and the Death Trooper, or Dark Trooper set, my bad. There is the Duel in Naboo set from 2017. Got that at Goodwill sealed for like $12. That was a pretty cool deal. And then we have Luke's Land Speeder, the Old Republic Battle Pack. I think I missed the Hailfire Droid. The Duel on Mandalore set, which I think is overpriced and kind of bad, but the figures are cool. The Octo set, which is pretty cool. Just some smaller builds, like there's Battle on Seleucami, and then just a bunch of Tatooine stuff with Boba's Palace in the back. And this set was another eBay auction, was an incredible deal. I probably paid like $25 or something for it. But I got it sealed, and it was the first time that I got a Gamorrean or a Boba Fett, or actually I don't think it was my first Boba Fett, but it was my first old Boba Fett. So that was a pretty cool set to get. And then here is the 2013 Jabba Sail Barge. I know a lot of people don't like it as much as the original, but I scored this at another antique shop for only $60, 100% complete, with instructions, with minifigures. So I'm very happy to have this, especially for such a good deal. And then back here is the 20th Anniversary Pod Racer, a very nice set. And then here are 2 Droid Escape Pods. One of them is missing a few pieces, and I don't know why, because it was definitely 100% complete when I took it apart, so something happened there. The original N1, which is missing a few pieces, but I got it for free, actually, along with the Sith Infiltrator and a ton of other sets a few years back. I think the haul is still posted, so you can go check that out if you want. 2015 Flash Speeder. Remember, I went to a LEGO Club meeting and then bought this afterwards, along with a few other things. I got the Winter Soldier polybag. This was another eBay score right here, the Jedi Defense, whatever number it is. Carbon Freezing Chamber, pretty cool set. Hoth Wampa Cave, the Mandalorian Speeder, a bunch of Endor stuff. This one, the Ewok Attack thing from like 2002. I got this at a used, like, yeah, okay, not a used toy shop, but like a collectible store. And the guy had sold the speeder separately, not realizing that it was part of this set. So, like, he had the box, he had the instructions, he had the other 3 figures, not the Scout Trooper. And he had these two builds, and he was selling for $40, and I opened it at the counter because I wanted to make sure it was all there. And then when I noticed no speeder, I'm like, hey, the speeder's not here, so I don't really want the set anymore. So he's like, oh, that's unfortunate, I sold that, whatever, that's okay. And then I bought something else. I actually got the Night Buzzard, which I then sold to a friend for really cheap. But when I was checking out, he asked if I just wanted this set for $10 instead of $40. And even though it wasn't complete, $10 was a great deal, so I got it. And then the two speeders from Solo, the Infus Nest set right there, and then the Razor Crest and the ATST Raider. Those are 3 planet sets right there. There's the Republic Venator, or Jedi Cruiser, whatever you want to call it, the X-Wing, and the Cloud Car. Planets are over here. Planet set's kind of weird, but also kind of cool. I like that this one came with a Clone Trooper. This is a UCS Star Destroyer. It is huge. It is unbelievably huge, and I'm very happy to own it. And Brickheads, we have Sith Trooper, 2 Kylo Rens, Rey, Finn, Phasma, Baby Yoda, Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, Chewbacca, and Han Solo. May the 4th promo, and Toys R Us promo. Bunch of random mini stuff that I've acquired over the years. Nothing too crazy going on here. I went like on a witch hunt for this one for some reason. I went to a bunch of different Walmarts to try and find it, and eventually did. The U-Wing's pretty cool. I really like U-Wings, and other than that, yeah, those are mini sets. Did forget about these two. One of these, I think I bought both of these at Philly Brickfest. One was like $8, and then like a week later I saw it in like a Target for $4, so I was kind of sad about that. And then a few more mini sets, and then this is like a promotional Porg thing from somewhere. And Microfighters, again, I love U-Wings, and I bought a bunch of turbo tanks for the Clone Troopers. And I tried to get into Microfighters, and I kind of did when the figures were actually good, but now that they kind of suck, I have not bought any in a long time. Buildable figures are alright. I like the Cody, I like the Grievous, I like the K2, I like the Stormtrooper. Chirrut is kind of weird, but I got him for like $5 at Toys R Us, so I can't really complain. And the 2016 Death Star. I know it was disappointing for a lot of people, but it is really cool, and I'm very happy to have it, and I really like it. And then up on the hearth here, we have 3 of the like buildable character sets, Baby Yoda, BB-8, and the Porg. And then the 2 40th Anniversary Empire Strikes Back set, the Nebulon, which I got from that same friend, very appreciative for that. And the Bespin Duel, which I stayed up till midnight for. And then here's the UCS Slave 1, probably my favorite LEGO Star Wars sets. And the Tanda V4. And then, like I said earlier, I did include my sealed sets this time. So the big one here is obviously the UCS Gunship, which is the misprinted box with the Imperial logo that you can really not see there. Oh, there we go. There we go. It focused. There's the Imperial logo. And then on top of that, we had the TIE Advanced Prototype, BB-8s, the Obi-Wan Polybag, Farm Boy Luke with the blue milk, and the ATM-6, a Millennium Falcon microfighter. I just didn't open it because I got this somehow that I didn't actually buy it, and I did not need another Chewbacca, so I left it sealed. Right there is the Endor promo, the Death Star 2 promo, which is so ugly. And then underneath, it's just 2 sealed 501st Battle Packs. I don't know why I didn't. One of them's like a day one. I thought it was kind of cool to keep that sealed. And then I just thought maybe a good investment idea to keep a second one sealed. So I have 2 sealed and then 6 built. And believe it or not, that does it for all of my LEGO Star Wars sets. I'll just give you a little walking tour of them here as I go around. So next up is the minifigures, of which there are over 1,000. So that should take a couple minutes to get through, might be a little while, but we'll have some fun, we'll get through it. And then just moving over here, the last of the sets, all 273 of them, absolutely ridiculous. I have more than doubled the amount of sets that I had in my first ever collection video back in 2016, and this is just unbelievable to look at. I'm honestly in shock. But anyway, it's time for minifigs. Alright, we have actually jumped significantly into the future, and I've started to dismantle all of the sets because they're not the point here. Minifigs are. All 1,020 of them. So starting where I have in every collection video I have put on YouTube, we have 18 212 Clone Troopers, followed by the Battle Pack of Geonosis Troopers, and 18 of the 2014 Airborne Troopers, followed by 1 of the 2020 versions that I got from that same friend that I've mentioned a few times. And then I have a set's worth of the 187th, I want to call it, but I'm not positive on the Legion, from the 2022 fighter tank. Then there are 10 of the Kashyyyk Scout Troopers, along with one of the newer 91st Reconnaissance Corps Trooper, or it might also be Commander Neo, depending on who you ask. And then there's 8 of these made-up clone troopers that I wish were just these clones. So instead of getting 2 and 2, it's just 4 of these in the battle pack, but whatever. And then there are 2 of the Wolfpack troopers and 1 Phase 2 clone gunner. And then significant expansion from the last time I did a minifigure collection. We have 18 of the new 501st clone troopers, followed by 6 of the 501st jet troopers, and there's 2 up here. And the reason I got 6 501st battle packs is because I wanted the amount of 501st clones to match the number of 212th clones. And then I have 4 of the original 501st clones, 2 332nd troopers, the Z95 Headhunter pilot, and 2 shock troopers. And then up front we have 6 of the 2014 Phase 2s. And then 2 newer clone pilots. That second one is Captain Jag. 2 old clone pilots, and that guy right there is the 2010 version of the Phase 2 that came with the Swamp Speeder. And then there are 24 of the original Phase 2 clone trooper. And then there are 5 Star Corps troopers. 1 has the pauldron, 4 do not. 2 original shock troopers, 1 original 91st trooper, and 1 original swamp trooper. And then next we have Phase 2 Captain Rex, 2 Phase 2 Grease, the Bad Batch, Commander Wolf, Commander Cody, Captain Rex, and Phase 1 Commander Gree. And then next up, I usually say 27, but this time I can say 28 of the Clone Wars Clone Trooper. Absolutely love this minifigure. It is the most I have of a single minifig, excluding Battle Droids, and I love that because these clones are gorgeous. 2 original clone, or not original clone pilots, but Clone Wars clone pilots, although that one has the wrong torso. I got it with this set right here, the Republic Attack Shuttle, and I did not realize until I got home that he has the wrong torso. So he has the helmet though, so I consider him a pilot. 3 clone gunners, an ARC trooper, a special ARF trooper I'll call him, 3 ARF troopers, a Phase 1 Wolfpack clone, 2 Horn Company, 3 Bomb Squad. And then here, this is a relatively new addition. We have 10 of the new Phase 1 clone troopers, followed by 1 of the original Phase 1 clone troopers. And then we have 11 of the 2013 Phase 1s, although those 2 are from that weird 2018 battle packs. They have leg printing. And then next we have 3 Episode 2 pilots, 2 of leg printing, 1 does not, 4 sergeants, 2 lieutenants, a captain, a commander. And then we have 5 of the new clone commanders. Another original Phase 1 trooper, but that one has a stormtrooper torso. Kind of the same story as that clone pilot, I just didn't realize in time. But it has the helmet, so I consider it to be an original Phase 1. And that is a clone from the Yoda Chronicles book. And then next up is Jedi. First up, we have 4 Qui-Gon Jinns, followed by what I believe is 11 Anakin Skywalkers. That's pretty cool. I have a bunch of different versions of him, ranging from Episode 2 all the way up to Episode 3, from Palpatine's arrest and the new Duel on Mustafar. So pretty cool collection of Anakins there. And then this is, I did not count these, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Obi-Wan Kenobis, all from various eras. The old Ben figures are with the original trilogy. All 3 Barriss Offees. I don't like the character. I hate that I have every single version of her, but I do. Then we have a bunch of Ahsokas, 2 of the original ones, although that one has the wrong color hips. One of like the mid-gen, I'll call it, and 3 of the new Ahsokas. 4 Mace Windus. We now have the one from the ATTE, the Clone Wars one, the new one from the fighter tank, and the one from Palpatine's arrest. Back there is Evan Peel. And then a bunch of Yodas. We have 1 with gray hair, 3 with white hair, and then 4 of the newer version. Coleman Trebor, Stas Ali, and Eve Koth. Then next up is 2 Plo Koons, 2 Kit Fistos, Agent Kolar, 2 Stacey Tins, 2 Quinlan Vossi, and then 2 Luminara Undulis. And then we have 2 Kiadi Mundis. The newer Aayla Secura do not have the Clone Wars version. Young Anakin there. I didn't put him with Jedi Anakin since he's I mean, not really. I mean, obviously he's not a different character, but he's kind of like a extremely different version of that character. 3 Padmes, 3 Naboo security guards, Captain Tarpals, 2 Jar Jars, 3 Gungan warriors, 4 Senate commandos, 1 is a captain, Tai Sen on Nikanda 3 Captain Tarfals, a regular Wookiee, Hondo Ohnaka, a really mangled Aurra Sing. I bought this at the beach, and I did not realize how mangled it was, or either I didn't realize or I didn't care at the time, but like, it's bad. Poggle the Lesser, 3 Geonosians, 1 has wings, 2 do not, Geonosian Zombie. Then we have 2 Newt Gunrays, a Nymodian Guard, 2 original Mauls, a newer Maul, a Clone Wars Maul, the newer Clone Wars Maul, and then Maul from Solo. 2 Savage Opress, got the second one from that same friend. And then we have 2 Count Dooku's, Clone Wars in Episode 2, Asajj Ventress, 2 Palpatines from like Episode 3, all 3 versions of Grievous, although I guess technically there's 4. I don't have the one with the cape, but I have all 3 different versions of like the figure itself. Pong Krell, and then we transition into droids, and we have 2 of Dooku's pilot droids. Next up is battle droids, and I have 81 of the regular battle droid figures. That is insane. Now, the last time I did a minifigure collection, my minifigure collection, that's a lie. The collection that I did 3 years ago in 2019, I hadn't bought a set that had a multiple of a droid. And now with the 501st Battle Pack, I have, so I can't say that anymore. But this is still majority just from buying in different sets. I never really tried to army build droids, but now at the 501st Battle Pack, I have gotten a bunch of droids from buying the same set, so I can't say that fun fact anymore. But I have 81 of those. And then, again, I did not count these. That is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the Kashyyyk battle droids, or AAT drivers, depending on if you want the canon name or what LEGO likes to call them. Once again, I did not count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pilot droids right there. And then up here is a different one that doesn't have tan on the chest. 3 security droids, 3 normal commanders, a Geonosis commander, 3 Geonosis battle droids, a space droid commander, and then 5 normal space droids, rocket droids, whatever you want to call them. Tactical droid right there, very cool. I love that I finally have a tactical droid, and you'll never guess where I got him, that same friend. And then there's 4 super battle droids right there, followed by 11 more, followed by 2 more, and 2 of them have rocket arms, and yep, those 2 right there. 2 have rocket arms, and then the rest do not. 3 commando droid captains, and then 4 regular commando droids, 2 black assassin droids right there, 3 silver, and 1 just normal gray assassin droid. Next we move into the Mandalorian section. So first off we have Jango Fett, followed by Bo-Katan, and then 5 normal Mandalorians, 4 from the battle pack, 1's the newer one. And then up front we have Gar Saxon, one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars minifigures. He is just wonderful looking, I love that helmet. 2 Mandalorians, a young Boba Fett, the OG Boba Fett. Boba Fett from the UCS Slave 1, one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars minifigs. And then just 2 normal Boba Fetts, 1 Boba Fett from the Mandalorian, and 1 Boba Fett's white version from the Character Encyclopedia, the Awful Armorer figure, followed by Paz Vizsla, a battle pack's worth of Mandalorians, 2 like original Mandalorians, I'll call them, and then 2 Beskar Mandos, 2 Cara Dunes right there. And then we have both versions of Greef Karga, 2 versions of Fennec, and then 4 IG-11s. That's a lot of IG-11s. Then we have Dengar, 4-LOM, Zuckuss. Again, got Zuckuss from that same friend to complete my Episode 5 Bounty Hunter collection. And then there's Bossk, and then the 2 Bounty Hunters from the ATST Raider. And then we have 2 Jawas, 2 Tusken Raiders, my bad. 2 Gamorrean guards, the Quarren from Boba's Palace, Ree-Yees from the Sail Barge. And then up here we have 3 different versions of the Weequay, Bib Fortuna, the awful dancer figure, Max Rebo, 2 old Ewoks, and 3 new Ewoks. Absolutely love these old Ewoks. I just love the no printing thing. Like, they just look so weird, but they're so cute too. They're great. Anyway, then there's an Ugnaught, Lobot, a Cloud Car Pilot, 2 Bespin Guards, and then we move into the solo stuff. So here we have the Kessel Mine Worker, followed by the Pike guy that I can never remember the name of, Moloch and the other guy, 2 of Dryden's Guards. And next up is both versions of Beckett, Val, Rio, all 3 versions of Kira, Infus Nest, and Weasel behind her. And then we have Ian from the Yoda Chronicles. Or not the Yoda Chronicles, the Padawan Menace. Can't believe I messed that one up. Corellia Han. Now there's a lot of Hans now. Mud Trooper Han, another Muddy Han. The Cold Weather Han, Normal Han, and then Episode 4 Han, the Stormtrooper Han, 2 Metal Hans, Hoth Han, and then a bunch of versions of Han Solo in Carbonite. And then this is Han on Endor. And then we have 2 versions of young Chewbacca. And then we have, what is that? That is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versions, or not 6 versions, 6 of the same version of Chewbacca, followed by 1 of the OG Chewbaccas. And we have Young Lando, Episode 6 Lando, and Episode 9 Lando. Young Lando there is, again, one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars minifigs. Then we have 3 Leias from Episode 4, a Leia from Episode 5, and 2 Leias from Episode 6. And then here's Ben Kenobi. We have an old one, a newer one, and then one more with the robes. This is the version of Luke from the updated version of the Visual Dictionary. So he's not the OG Luke, but he's meant to look like it. And then there is a Farm Boy Luke from 2014, followed by 4 more versions of Farm Boy Luke. Really should have counted this beforehand. Then there is Stormtrooper Luke, 2 Metal Lukes, an OG Pilot Luke. And then there's another Pilot Luke, another Pilot Luke, another Pilot Luke, and another Pilot Luke. Then there's Hoth Luke, there's Bespin Luke, 2 OG Episode 6 Lukes, one from 2013, and then 2 more from later years. And then up here is 1 Hooded Luke from the Dark Trooper set, and 2 Lukes from The Last Jedi. And following that is Rowan, who's missing hair because I used it for a custom figure, and I do not care about Rowan Freemaker. Then there's Kanan and Sabine, and now we move into Rogue One. So we have both versions of Jin, both versions of Cassian, K2's chilling back there. And then we continue with the Rogue One squad. We got Baze, Chirrut, and Bodhi, followed by Bistan, Pow, and Moroff. And then not technically a Rogue One character, but that's General Dodonna from the new X-Wing set. Then Bail Organa, Admiral Akbar, Admiral Raddus, and General Riken. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's from Episode 5. And if I swing you over to the end right here, we have Captain Antilles, followed by 3 Rebels. One's the OG version, 2 are newer. A battle pack's worth of the Battlefront Rebels, and then 3 Endor Rebels. 2 newer Endor Rebels, and then a bunch of Rogue One Rebels, mostly from the battle pack, but a few from sets. There's a total of 11. A ton of different versions of Hoth Rebels. LEGO really needs to just stick to a version. Now that we have a minifig pack with these newer ones, I hope that's what we stick with, but given how much they've changed it in just over 10 years, something tells me the next set we get one and it's going to be a new version. Then we have 4 old Rebel Grounds crew, 1 new Rebel Grounds crew, an A-Wing pilot from Rebels that I just got in a random bag of bricks, 1 old A-Wing pilot, 1 new A-Wing pilot, and then up here is a Rebels A-Wing pilot from the polybag, 2 B-Wing pilots. That is General Merrick, I want to say his name is, from Rogue One. Love that helmet on him. And then 3 Blue Squadron pilots. Biggs, that guy has a name, but I don't know what it is. 2 Wedge Antilles, 1 has the correct torso, 1 does not. That's Jack Porkins right there, my guy. 3 Zev Zeninskas, I again don't know how to pronounce that. And then just a bunch of random Rebel pilots right there. Then in the back, that guy right there is the OG Stormtrooper with a yellow head. He is really cool. And then I have 3 of 2nd Gen Stormtroopers right there from the Battle Pack. 2 from 2012. And then I want to say I have 10 of the normal 2014 versions, and then 2 of the battle damaged versions right there. And then we have 5 Stormtroopers from Rebels, and then that's 1 of the newer ones right there, followed by another 6 right here. I'm not a huge fan of these, but I have a bunch, so that's something. A mortar trooper. Sorry about the shaky camera. I've really got to reach back here. Shock trooper right there. 2 sand troopers. A mid-gen scout trooper. 2 older scout troopers. 2 newer scout troopers. A Hoth scout trooper, which I really like. And a bunch of different versions of snow troopers right there. LEGO does seem to be sticking with one, at least similar design for these, and I'm happy about that. Then we have 7 Death Troopers, 2 of the Pauldron, 5 do not. 4 Shore Troopers, I have 2 of the 3 versions. Every version of a Shadow Trooper. 2 Range Troopers, a Mud Trooper. 2 Patrol Troopers, I want to say they're called. 4 Dark Troopers. 2 Hover Tank Pilots. 3 AT-AT Pilots, or Drivers. 2 AT-DP Drivers. 2 AT-ST Drivers. That guy from the Convex, a V-Wing pilot, and then a bunch of different versions of TIE Fighter pilots. Some Death Star Troopers, although that one is an Emigration Officer, my favorite character. Then these are Death Star Gunners. And then there should be Landing Crew right back there from Rogue One. And then we have 6 Imperial Royal Guards, love that minifig. 2 Shadow Guards, and then back there is an original Imperial Officer, and then just various other Imperial officers from just a bunch of sets. These are Imperial Technicians. These 2 are from the UCS Star Destroyer. And then just that one is in a black suit. And then we have Inferno Squad. There's 3 of them. Then Iden's up front. Then there's Crosshair. Then Agent Callus, General Veers, Moff Gideon, Director Krennic, Thrawn, Tarkin. Then there's Vader from The Empire Strikes Out, so he has his medal. That Vader's from 2015. That one's from the Death Star. And then 2 Vaders with arm printing. A few different versions of Emperor Palpatine. Kylo Ren, 2 versions of him. 2 Knights of Ren, General Hux. That is a random First Order Admiral dude. That's Pride. Bunch of random First Order officers right there. That's a Final Order officer. Don't understand that. A few pilots. And then that's Han. There we go. These guys, they put in every set, even though they're barely in the movie. Captain Phasma, 2 Executioners, a Jet Trooper, the Tread Speeder pilot, and then a perfect 11 of the First Order Stormtrooper. Followed by 3 Heavy Troopers. 1 is the May the 4th promo, 2 are from the Battle Pack. 3 Flame Troopers, and I want to say 5 Snow Troopers. 1 is the Cape, 1 is the Pauldron, 3 are normal. Alright, I've gone ahead and switched angles so my arm hurts less. There's 3 normal Sith Troopers, 2 Sith Jump Troopers. I like the red, but I hate the characters. 3 Praetorian Guards from the Battle Pack. That's Finn in his Stormtrooper armor, a normal Finn, and Finn from the updated Visual Dictionary. Bunch of Rays. Oh, sorry, there's Episode 9 Finn. I always forget I have him. Then there is Episode 7 Rey, Episode 8 Rey, and 2 Episode 9 Reys. Episode 8 Poe, Episode 9 Poe. Rose Tico and Admiral Holdo. 2 Snap Wexleys. Then there is 3 Resistance Pilots. There are 6 of the Resistance Troopers, and then 2 from the First Order Transporter, and these came out when nobody knew what the heck the Resistance was, and nobody still knows. Then there is Lieutenant Connix right there, and then 3 Resistance Officers, Zori, Bulio, Guavian Death Gang, and 2 Unkar's Thugs, and 1 Unkar's Brute, and then DJ is chilling right there. And then there are 4 Old Republic Troopers, 2 good guys, 2 bad guys. Original C-3PO, really like the color on him. 1 2012 C-3PO, and a ton of the newer C-3POs right here. And then there is Red Arm C-3PO, still one of the best C-3POs ever made. And then more protocol droids. Where's the front? That guy's from the Death Star. That's U-3PO, I guess we'll call him. The Kessel droid thing, and TC-4. And that is a medical droid, and that is another astromech thing from Solo. Many R2-D2s. There are 2 original versions. One's silver printing is much better than the other. There are 3 of the 2012-ish versions of R2. And then up front, a new addition to the collection is Clone Wars R2 from the Y-Wing. And then the new version of R2. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of him. This is a Polybag Astromech. That one's from the Y-Wing. Bunch of R5-D4s. Yeah. Rebel Droid, a Resistance Droid, Stacey Tin's Droid, Plo Koon's Droid, 2 Evil Astromechs, actually 3, because that guy's from the Death Star. And then we have This is R4P17. Right here is just the droid from the ARC 170. 3 DOs, 1 BB-8, 2 BB-8s, that one has a Santa hat, and then my third BB-8 is still on the UCS stand, same with Baby Yoda and a Porg right there. Speaking of Baby Yoda, we got 3 more of him to normal, so I have 3 in total, and then one like Christmas one. And then we have Santa Yoda, Santa Maul, Santa Jango, Santa Vader, Santa 3PO, Snowbaka, Vader with a sweater, Poe with a sweater, and Mandalorian with a scarf. Snow Astromech, Tree Astromech, R2 with antlers, so I guess you could say I have another one of that version of R2 right there. And then Porgs. I got 3 normal, including the UCS one, which is still on the stand, and then 1 Santa one. And then I didn't include these in the count, so I didn't include these either, or any of those, because they're not actually minifigs, but they're figures, so I included them. I have a Pit Droid, the Christmas Gonk, because it's funny, Gonky from the Bad Batch, and then a Buzz Droid right there. And on the side, these I did include. We have the 20th anniversary figures, Lando, Vader, Luke, Han, and Leia. Guess where I got the Leia? That friend. So yeah, I have all 5 20th anniversary figures now, and I'm very excited about that. These I did not include. I have Jabba and a Wampa. And then in the middle, which I skipped over, there are 8 of the Droidicas from the Battle Pack, 1 from the AV7 Cannon, and 3 Sniper Droidicas from the 501st ATRT. And I know I already showed the sealed sets, but just so we're clear, I did not include these guys in the count, but there's an Obi-Wan, a Luke, so that's 2, 2 more in the gunship, 4 more there, that's another one. Those don't have minifigs, and then 6 more in each in the 501st Battle Packs, or 6 more each in each 501st Battle Pack. You know what I mean. I have a few custom clones too, but these definitely don't count. There's Bly, Blitz, Cody, and then just 3 random ones. And that is 1,020 LEGO Star Wars minifigures, plus some random extras that I threw in that aren't technically minifigures, but still figures. So yeah, like I said, this has exactly doubled since 2016, which I find really weird for one thing, but also really crazy. I cannot believe that I got so many minifigures in such a time. And yeah, let's go ahead, go back in time to when the collection was still out, and close out the video. So guys, that will do it for my 2022 LEGO Star Wars collection video. And this will probably be the last one that I do for a number of years now, since I am going off to college in the fall, so I don't really have a ton of money to buy sets, won't have a ton of space for sets, and won't have too much time for YouTube either, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so this is absolutely insane, like I said before. This is just so much LEGO Star Wars. Back when I did my first collection video in 2016, I don't think I ever thought that I would get so many sets in the next 6 years, essentially doubling the size of my collection. And this is just absolutely incredible. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was a little long, a bit of a long video, but that's okay. Hope you enjoyed it. Definitely leave a like if you did. This took many hours of work to set up, and will take many hours of work to take down as well, so a like is very much appreciated. And definitely leave a comment with your thoughts. What are your favorite LEGO Star Wars sets that you see here? Or what's a set that you love that I don't have? And I did say that I will be off to college in the fall, so YouTube will definitely have to be put on the back burner for a while, since it's kind of hard to make LEGO videos when you don't have your LEGO around you. So the video quantity will slow down even more than it has in the past year or so that's a bit unfortunate. So I just want to take a second to say thank you to all of you guys that have watched the video, left a comment, hit subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and I'm so thankful for the support that I've had over the past 6 years on YouTube, and I really do hope to continue it for a long little while in the future. It'll just have to take a little break while I'm off at school. But once again, thank you all for your support, and thank you for making it this far in the video. I really hope you did enjoy, and this will do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.